What's up, beautiful people? How you all doing? This is your girl Stitches by Moon. So for today, we are going to be looking at how to make a ruched skirt. So this is the fabric we are using. I got this zebra print fabric at a market in Oshodi. It's a bit stretchy, so we are going to look at the stretchy side. This side is not that stretchy because I don't want there to be zipper at the back. This side is a bit stretchy, so we are going to be folding the stretchy side into two like so. I'll fold it into two like so. It's a ruched skirt with a band. A ruched skirt with a band. So this is the elastic I'm using. I'm using this tiny elastic to ruch the side. There's going to be ruch at the two side, there's going to be ruch in the center, and then at the center front, and also at the center back. Well, it depends though. It depends on how I want it to be. You can decide to do yours as you can decide to reach yours by the two side or thereabouts. I hope you get me. So let's get down to business. So for these measurements, the waist I'm using is waist 28, and the hip I'm using it is hip 42. Now this skirt is going to have a band. We are going to be using a band on it. So my band is 2 inches. So I'm going to start my measurement by taking 1.5 inches out, leaving that half inches for joining allowance. So I'll be taking 1.5 inches out. I'm going to mark my hip line. My hip line is what? 9. 42 divided by 4 will give me, I should be having 10.5, like so. I'll mark it down. Then I'm going to be leaving half an inch. I'm going to be leaving 1 inch for seam allowance. I'm going to be leaving 1 inch for seam allowance. There on my waist, 28 divided by 4. Let's divide 28 divided by 4. 28 divided by 4 is giving me, we have 14, and then we have 7. This is me dividing it with my tape measurement. 7. I'm going to mark my 7. Then I'll be given 1 inch seam allowance. 1 inch seam allowance, like so. I'll connect it from the waist to my hip line. A gentle slope, not too sharp and not too curvy, just a gentle slope. Now when you are reaching a skirt, it depends on the length. How long do you want the skirt to be? Like my normal measurement from my waist to my below my knee is 20. So I'm going to be doubling that by 3. It depends. You can double it by 2, you can double it by 3, you can double it by 4. It depends on how much you want to reach it. So for this skirt length, I'll be using the length of let's see. I'll be using the length of 60 for my skirt length. I think 60 is fine, so that by the time I ruched it, I'll be having like 40 inches for my seam, for my hem length, like so. So I'll take my ruler, I'll connect it straight from this hip line. I'll connect it straight to where I have my skirt length. Make sure this is not that pencil, because you want to move freely a bit. If it's too pencil, if the hem length is too pencil, you won't move freely. So make sure it's not that too pencil. I hope you understand what I mean by that. Like so. Then I'll cut it out. As you can see, I hope you can see clearly like that. This is the full length of my skirt. This is the full length of my skirt. So I'm going to take this and fold it into two again to cut the back piece. Make sure the place you are folding into two is the stretchy side. Make sure it's the stretchy side. Yeah, that is the stretchy side. So I'm going to be folding it into two, like so. Fold. Take your time to lay the fabric out properly. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Then I'll take the front piece to cut the back piece out. So it depends. If you are using a non-stretchy fabric, you can decide to leave one inch allowance for your zipper, or you can decide to leave half an inch allowance for your zipper. I'm thinking of leaving half an inch allowance for my zipper because the stretchiness of this fabric is not too stretchy. So I'm thinking of leaving half an inch for my zipper. It's not too stretchy, so it will give me ease when putting it on. I won't be dragging it too much when I want to put it on. So I've decided to make use of half an inch for my zipper at the back. Then I cut it out like so. It's an easy project you can do within 15 to 20 minutes and you're done. So I'm going to be dividing the back into two. I'm going to be slitting the back into two because we have a zipper at the back now. So this back, I'll be slitting it into two. You can see. So now we are going to go over to the sewing machine to use our elastic to ruche the skirt by the side, by the center front and the center back. So I've gone ahead to weave my clothes. I've gone ahead to weave the two sides, the zipper line and the hem line. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm using this elastic to ruche the skirt. Watch as I ruche it. You drag the elastic, then you sew. You have to be patient when sewing. I'm using half an inch sewing allowance to sew it. Remember we left 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So when I weaved it, it remained half an inch. It's half an inch sewing allowance I'm using to sew it right now. You keep on ruching. You ruch till you get to the M line. Same thing you are going to do for the side and for the zipper allowance. So guys, this is the final outcome of my rich skirt. Can you see? It's looking so pretty and so nice. I think I'll make a top with this, probably a make top to go along with it. So this is it. This is my rich skirt. I reached the center front and then the center back and the two side. So if you find this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. See you guys next time. Bye.